Deep within the blackwood forest, where the trees grew twisted and the air hung heavy with rot, there lived a giant. He towered above the tallest pines. His footsteps split roots and stone, and when he roared, the birds fell silent for miles. The kingdom feared him. Knights in shining armor marched fearlessly into the forest. Warriors swung their axes. Archers loosed arrows into the green gloom. None returned. Those who tried were found broken beneath shattered oaks, their armor crushed inward like tin. Each attack only fed the giant's rage. Farms turned to rubble beneath his feet. Villages splintered like kindling, and the people cried out for mercy, for help. But the king had no more men to send, until one day, a maiden stepped forward. She was delicate and fair, with a gown pale as moonlight. "I will stop the giant," she said. The castle guards laughed. Even the king's court mocked her. But the king, hollow with desperation, granted her request. So she walked alone into the forest, deeper and deeper, until the trees swallowed the sun. She came to a stream, where cold water slid over black stone, and then the earth trembled. A shadow rose between the trees. The giant. He stepped into the clearing, towering, bark-skinned and terrible. His eyes flickered like flames in the wind. He roared, a sound that had sent armies fleeing. But the maiden did not run. She inclined her head politely and said, "Hello, fine sir. How are you this day?" The giant blinked. No one had ever greeted him before. He leaned closer. His breath smelled of moss and earth. "You are not afraid?" he rumbled. She looked him up and down. "Well, you are mighty indeed," she said softly. "But I know a gentleman like yourself would cause no harm to a lady." The giant flinched, as if he were struck by a blade. "What is your name?" she asked. A long silence passed through the trees. Then quietly, he responded, "Sylvanus." She smiled. "Well, Sylvanus, I'm Vivian." She drew a long loaf of bread from her satchel and held it up to him. "Would you like to join me for lunch? It would be nice to have company." The giant hesitated. Slowly, he sat. They ate beside the stream, and Vivian spoke of the kingdom, of the frightened people, and the men who had tried to hunt him. Then she made him an offer. If he were to cease destroying their lands, she would make sure that no soldier ever entered his forest again. And once each week, she would return, and they would have lunch. Sylvanus listened. No one had ever offered him peace. He agreed, and from that day on, the kingdom lived in peace. And deep beneath the ancient trees, a giant waited each week, beside a stream, for the only human who had ever spoken to him with kindness. Because in the end, it did not take swords, nor arrows, nor warriors to stop the monster. Only gentle words and a kind heart.